So here, before we are going to start Azure repos, okay, so which is a code repository for Azure DevOps. Okay, so let us discuss some fundamental aspects. Okay, so that are essential for build pipeline and release pipeline. Okay, so for release pipelines, many times we are going to create virtual machines of Windows 2016 or Windows 2019 or Windows 10. Okay, so that is required for creating servers. So our first task is just a minute. Okay, to create Windows 10 or 2016 or 2019 server. This is essential for us. Okay, so to create release pipelines. So once we create build pipeline, and at the time of release pipeline, so we are going to deploy artifacts into some servers.
ఎలా ఉందంటే పొయ్యిలో నుంచి గుర్తు మీద
Yes, can you hear me now? There is a power cut actually.
Yes, sir, your voice is audible.
Okay. Thank you. So to create Windows 10 or 2016 or 2019 server, this is a basic aspect of our release pipeline. Because once artifact is generated, we are going to deploy artifact into release pipeline into some live servers. Okay, so in that connection, so we must know how you can create Windows servers. Okay, so for that purpose, let me log in into my Azure portal. Okay. Portal.azure.com. Okay, so initially here we have to create a resource group. So resource group is nothing but it is a logical container, okay, for every resource in Azure. So every resource like virtual machine, storage account, okay, load balancer, networking, everything will be a part of resource group. Everything will be a part of resource group. So how we can organize resource groups for organization, for environment. So you can specify a resource group. Suppose we have 3 environments, right? Dev environment, QA, production environment. So for each and every environment, so you can create a resource group. Okay. So your resource group actually it is a very best concept in Azure. Okay. So let me show how you can create resource group. So along with other resource creation, you can create a resource group, or separately also you can create resource group first. Now let me create a resource group first. Okay, so this is my Azure portal. Okay, I think in the day before yesterday's class, we have discussed how you can create a Azure free tier account. Okay, so that is valid for 1 month. 1 month means, so within 1 month, $200 will be credited in your account. Okay, after 1 month, your plan will be changed to pay as you go model. Okay, so once you are logging into Azure portal, okay, from various places you can create services. So suppose I want to utilize free services here. Okay, here you can click on free services. Are you seeing services free for 12 months with Azure free account? Okay, so here 750 hours of B1S machine is free, and it can be either Linux virtual machine or Windows virtual machine, and 5 GB of storage is free. 5 GB of storage is free. Okay, so 750 hours means how they will calculate 750 hours. Just suppose there is a machine called B1S. Okay, actually B1S is a small virtual machine which is having one virtual CPU. Okay, 1 GB of RAM, 1 GB of memory. And this is free for 750 hours. This is free for 750 hours in a month. You suppose you are using a virtual machine for 24 hours in a day. So per month, how many days we are going to get maximum? 750 hours, right? Okay, suppose I want to use 2 virtual machines. So 2 into 24 into 31. So approximately it is equivalent to 1500. So they will not charge for 1500. Okay, so they will charge for only 750 because anyhow we have 750 hours of free time, right? Okay, so from 1500 they will minus 750, you will get 750. So for 750 hours only they will charge. Okay, so 750 hours of either Windows or Linux virtual machine, any virtual machine you can use. This is about free tier. Now here from, so you can create a free service. Suppose I want to create Windows virtual machine. So directly you can click on create. Okay, this is one place. And we have one more place. You can click on favorites. This is my favorite menu. Okay, favorites. Okay, so here we are seeing many options like resource groups, app services, all resources. Here suppose I want to create a resource group. Click on resource group. Click on create resource group. Click on create. Here you have to specify the resource group name. I am specifying something like my RG. Okay, see the subscription is pay as you go. I am not in free tier. Okay, so I am in pay as you go subscription. Pay as you go means it is just like electricity bill. How much you are using, that much you have to pay. And in the next column, you have to specify in which region you wanted to create this resource group. I want to create this resource group in my Central USA. So Central USA is a popular region where almost all services are available. Central US. Central US, right? Okay, directly you can click on create. So once the resource group is created, okay, every resource must be a part of a resource group. Okay, these are the particulars of your resource group. Pay as you go model, subscription ID, okay, location equal to Central USA. And here itself, if you want to delete this resource group, you can click on delete resource group. Suppose I want to create a Windows virtual machine. So go to favorites, select virtual machines option. You are seeing this option, right? Virtual machines. Okay. So click on create virtual machine. Just scroll down. Right. Resource group. It is asking where you want to create this resource group. Okay. So earlier I created my RG, right? My RG. Virtual machine name is my. You can click on my Windows VM. Central USA. Okay. Security type. So we don't bother about that. Okay. So I want to create Windows 2016 server. Okay. Windows 2016 server version. Okay, so let me. Windows 10 is there. There is no Windows 2016. Okay, you are seeing this option, right? Windows 2016 server. Okay, so for Windows 2016 server, okay, you have to choose minimum 2 virtual CPUs and 8 GB RAM. Username is my user. You can give any name. Password, it can be any password. So by default, RDP is open. RDP means remote desktop protocol. By default, it is open because it is a Windows virtual machine. So in case of Linux virtual machine, 22 is open by default. Okay. Directly click on disk section, networking. Okay, it is saying that if you want to use this VM, you have to pay this much per month. Sorry, per hour, 15.2015. Click on create. So today's our agenda is to create Windows 2016 server. Then we install IAS. IAS means it is a app server. Okay. So, and test whether app server is running. Okay. Now let us open this. Now my Windows 2016 server is under creation. Now, once this is created, so how we can install softwares? Suppose I want to install Windows 2016 server, sorry, IAS server. So then documentation is given to you. Okay, just a set like this: Azure Windows, okay, IAS installation on Windows 2016 server. Quick start. Okay, so yeah, these are the steps that we have followed to create Windows 2016. Okay, so according to this documentation only, we created a 2016 server. Okay, once it is over, it is telling that click on connect button. Okay, I will click on connect button and install web server. Are you seeing this command? Okay, we have to run this command from PowerShell. Okay, so to see your VM in action, install the IAS web server, open a PowerShell prompt on the VM and run the following. Okay, my VM is created. Go to resource. How you can connect to this Windows VM? Let us see. Okay, so you are seeing this option, right? In two ways we can log in into this Windows 2016 server. Okay, one is by using directly public IP address. So this is public IP address. Okay, this is one way. Otherwise, you can download this RDP file. So if you click on this connect, you are seeing this option. Click on RDP. Are you seeing this option? Download RDP file. This is one way. So if you double click on this, it will ask you username and password. So what is the username I have given? I think my user. My user. Yeah, can you please mute? So now I am in Windows 2016 server. Okay, it is asking whether you want to allow this PC to be discovered by other network. So say yes, so that this machine can be identified by internet. Now here, so according to documentation, okay, so I will open PowerShell in admin mode. Just wait. Okay, select admin, right click and admin, select admin, run as administrator. Okay, just minimize it. So you can minimize this VM by clicking on this hyphen symbol. Okay, so documentation says that you have to execute this command. Okay, from PowerShell command prompt, PowerShell prompt. Okay, install Windows feature hyphen name web server. Okay, include management tools. Okay, this is very essential because many times we are going to create Windows 2016, 10, 2019 servers as a part of release pipeline in Azure DevOps. Okay, it is telling that it is success. So now let us check this IA server from Internet Explorer or browser also. So for that, what I can do, go to overview section. You are seeing this public IP address, right? Take this public IP address. So if it is not opening in the window, okay, if it is not displaying in the browser, okay, what we have to do means go to networking, or is you are seeing this networking, right? Networking. So RDP is opened, also open 80 port number. Add inbound rules. You are seeing this option, right? Add inbound port rules. Okay, here I will also open 80 port number. Let us watch, see what happens. It is not done. 80. Rule number is, I am going to give 200. Let us save this. Are you seeing now it is open? Internet Information Services. Okay, this is a way how you can open, how you can install Windows 2016 server, and along with the Windows 2016 server, we also installed IA server and we have verified that it is working fine. So usage of IA server, it is not done by us. Okay, actually it is used by your .NET developers. Okay, our responsibility as a cloud engineer is to configure the server, and we have to verify whether it is working or not. Once it is working, you have to hand over this IP address of this server to your team members, so that they will be deploying their .NET applications in this IaaS server. Okay, that is the thing you have to do. Now, so there is another important thing we have to know before we are going to move to Azure DevOps. So with respect to Linux platforms, we have package management commands, right? We have apt package management command, yum is there, and for Mac operating system we have homebrew. But for Windows operating system, okay, so we have a package management. We have a package management, okay, that is something like Chaco. Chaco is just like what? Apt or yum. So using Chaco is a package management tool for installing, okay, and uninstalling tools on Windows platforms. Okay, so before you are going to install any other softwares, first of all you have to install Chaco. Chaco installation is only one-time job. Okay, we don't install Chaco multiple times. So by default, apt-yum will come in Linux, but in Windows you have to install it explicitly. Okay, so as a DevOps engineer, our responsibility is we have to use a command line as much as possible. So in the olden days, if I want to install software, generally I am going to download and I'm going to install, right? That is a 2 to 3 steps process. But in case of Windows, in case of Chaco, okay, it is going to perform all steps for us. Okay, so Chaco will do the following. What are the following things it can do? Downloads the software and installs the software, and also sets paths. It sets path also. Okay, but how to install Chaco? So let us go to Google Chrome. Let us ask like this: install Chaco, okay, on Windows 2016, Windows Server 2016. The requirement is telling that minimum Windows 7 or Windows 2003. If it is server version 2003, if it is desktop version, it is Windows 7. Okay, we have to have PowerShell version 2 plus. Okay, we are having all advanced levels. Don't worry. So you are seeing this one, right? Install with PowerShell or install with command line also. So you have to install and just copy this command and go to your PowerShell of you are seeing, right? Click on this one. Chaco installation. Okay, so what is the site name? As the URL. This is a URL. Okay, from PowerShell admin mode, execute the following. What do you have to execute? This is the command you have to run. This is a script you have to, PowerShell script. You need not to know PowerShell. Okay, this is a thing you have to run. Now let me save this. Okay. Now the script is executed here. And Chaco is installed. So how to confirm whether Chaco is successful or not? Execute Chaco --- version. You are seeing, right? 0.11.13. Okay, this is a confirmation of Chaco installation. Let me write this. Chaco installation confirmation. Chaco --- version. Okay, now Chaco is installed. Now using Chaco, you can install any type of softwares. Well, suppose I want to install from tomorrow, we will start Visual Studio 2019. Okay, it is a huge software, so we cannot download, we cannot install in a successful way in a single time. Okay, so using Chaco, we can install Visual Studio 2019. Visual Studio 2019 is a it is a Visual Studio 2019 is a IDE for .NET applications. So such a Visual Studio 2019 application you can install in a single step. Before that, let us install a small software by using Chaco. Suppose I want to install MySQL. Okay, Chaco. Just you can ask like this: Chaco MySQL. Now just scroll little bit down. You are seeing this command, right? Very simple command you have to execute to install MySQL. So if it is not there, you have to download. You have to go to Google Chrome. Okay, you have to search for appropriate version. You have to download it. You have to install it. You have to set up path. But using Chaco, the task becomes very simple. Okay, what is a command to install MySQL? Chaco install MySQL. Are you seeing first it is downloading? Download completed. Are you seeing it is installing? Downloading of zip is completed. It is extracting now. Something went wrong. Okay, now execute this command MySQL -u root -p. Okay, first to close it and we have to relaunch this PowerShell. PowerShell. MySQL -u root -p. Something went wrong. Okay, so this is not recognized as internal command or external command. I think there is no compatibility with this one. Now we will see another task. Let us close this. Okay, from tomorrow onwards we will use Visual Studio 2019. Okay, so how to install? Just I am showing Chaco. Okay, Visual Studio 2019 Enterprise. Are you seeing this one? So there is a version mismatch problem. No worries. Our task is not that one. Okay, our task is to use using Chaco. We have to install our softwares. Okay, so just run this. Go to PowerShell admin mode and run this. At the end, add -y. This is for auto approval. So if you are not adding auto -y, okay, it is going to ask whether you want to install this one, that one. It is unnecessary confirmation you have to give. So to avoid auto confirmation, so we have to use -y. Chaco. When Chaco is not installed, did I install PowerShell? Did I install Chaco? Just wait. PowerShell. Not installed. Okay, let us install it once again. See what happened. Okay, just minimize it. Install Chaco once again. It is telling that it is there. Chaco version. On the top, it is telling that Chaco is installed. Chaco or found it something like this. bypass scope. It is installed. There it is not showing. Okay, we will do one thing. From here itself, we install Visual Studio. So by tomorrow, you make your systems ready with Visual Studio 2019, because first we are going to see Azure repos. So from tomorrow onward, the link for the class will also be changed. Okay, this is a last demo class for Azure DevOps. Okay, so today one Docker class is also conducted. Docker class is also over. So still, if you are interested, if you can contact Durga Soft front office team. So you can enroll, you can complete your formalities. So simultaneously, you can attend Docker Kubernetes and Azure DevOps. Morning Docker, evening timings. This is Azure DevOps.
Sir, no Azure admin. Azure admin.
There
Hello.
is no Azure admin. So instead of Azure admin only, we are providing Docker and Kubernetes.
Okay.
Because many people have asked me to provide to this Docker and Kubernetes.
Okay.
Who is this? Is Sudhir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Sudhir Gautam. Okay. So did you attend Docker session today?
No, I did not. I will attend tomorrow.
Okay. So collect a link from training team. From tomorrow onwards, you can attend.
Okay.
Tomorrow means for you it is today's evening.
Yeah, today evening. So
Okay, so it
6:45
takes-
a.m.
Yes.
6:45 a.m. IST, right?
Yeah. 6:45 a.m. IST.
Okay.
Other students from this batch are coming. Okay, so you only did not come today.
Yeah. I'll attend from tomorrow. I had work yesterday.
Okay. So it takes time. Okay, so I'm stopping this session for today. Okay.
Okay.
So from tomorrow onwards, we'll start actual Azure DevOps from Azure repos. Okay. So
Okay.
thank you. Thanks for attending. We'll meet again tomorrow. It takes time. It will take more than half an hour time because it is a huge software. Okay, once again in Azure DevOps sessions, I will show. Okay, at any cost, but because that is mandatory for us.
Okay.